Hello everyone, welcome to our course Reinforcement Learning. As part of this course, in this lecture, I am trying to explain the difference between original epsilon greedy algorithm or randomized greedy algorithm with respect to modified epsilon greedy algorithm. So first we will discuss about the epsilon greedy algorithm. So how it will works, we will discuss. First I will explain epsilon greedy strategy or epsilon greedy algorithm. Okay? So in this one, what we will do is first initialize the epsilon value. Maybe I consider epsilon equal to 0.2. Later, assume random, that means randomly generate R value. Randomly generate R value between 0 to 1. Okay? Let's assume the generated R value is 0.1. Let's assume. Okay? Now, go for this condition. So, what is that condition? If R is less than epsilon, R is less than epsilon means R value is 0.1, epsilon value is 0.2. So, it's true, it's S, so you go for the explore. Okay? So, as R value that's equal to 0.1, which is less than the epsilon value that's equal to 0.2, we go for the explore the machines. So, here explore means you need to explore all the machines from A, B, C, D. Among all the 4 machines, you can choose any one machine and play with that one, and based on the reward, you update the estimated reward value. Here, it's very important. During the exploration stage, you need to consider all the machines available in the casino and randomly choose one machine and play with that one. That's called the explore. Okay. So, whereas in case, suppose if the R value generated R value equal to something like a 0.5, then what happened? If the R value equal to 0.5 and epsilon value is 0.2, so as R equal to 0.5 and condition is less than epsilon equal to 0.2, so it is a false condition. As it is a false, so what we will do? No, false means no, then we are going for the exploit. Now we are in the exploit stage. We are in the exploit stage. Okay. In the exploration, what we will do is we will play with the machine which gives the highest reward based on the previous returns. Okay. In the exploitation stage, we choose a machine which give highest estimated reward value based on the earlier knowledge, based on the earlier rewards. So what is the estimated average reward we are getting? Maximum for D. So the player will go with the machine D and it will give some returns. So based on the returns, the average returns value will be updated or estimated return value will be updated. So exploit means go with the machine which gives the highest returns, highest average returns, highest estimated returns. Explore means you need to explore all the machines. You randomly choose any of the machine in the casino, irrespective of its performance in previous cases. Irrespective of its performance in the previous cases, you randomly choose any machine and play with that one. That is called the exploration. So that is required, both are required. In original greedy, it is the epsilon greedy, right? In the original greedy, if you observe, in the original greedy algorithm, we choose the machine which gives the highest returns. We choose the machine which gives the highest return. That means we are going with exploitation only when we are dealing with the greedy algorithm. We are not going with the exploration. When we are dealing with the greedy algorithm, we are focusing on the exploitation. That means every time we are going with the machine which gives the highest return. We are not exploring anything. So that is the limitation actually in the greedy algorithm. Why is the limitation? Maybe based on the returns getting up to that point of time, maybe a particular machine D is a better. But if you stick with only D means you may miss the remaining 3 machines. Maybe the remaining 3 machines may give best also in future, but you will not try because you already stick for the highest return means highest return value machine which is gives based on the previous values. Based on the previous values which gives the highest return value, you stick with that machine only. You didn't try with some other machines. So you're not going to the exploration. Then how we can get benefit when some other machine gives the better results? That is the limitation in the greedy. To avoid that one, to balance the exploration and exploitation, this epsilon greedy come into picture. So in the epsilon greedy, when the random value, generated random value less than the epsilon value, then we go for the exploration. If the generated random value greater than your epsilon value, then we go for the exploitation. The balance between exploration and exploitation. And one thing you need to remember while explaining the epsilon greedy algorithm, that means you have to choose the epsilon value very small value. What happened if the epsilon is very large? So if epsilon is very large, what happened? The epsilon value, suppose epsilon is large, if you choose the epsilon equal to 0.9, then what happened? Every time, most of the time, frequently you go for the exploration only. Most of the time you go for the exploration only. Even though you know the best machine, but every time you are going for the exploration only. So then you may lose the rewards, right? So that's not the best option, right? So you have to choose the epsilon value very small. So when the epsilon value is very small, like 0.2, what happened? Very rare time you go for the exploration. Most of time you go with the machine which gives the highest return. But you should balance both. You should balance both. So when epsilon value is very small, very rare time, rarely you go for the exploration stage, trying with some other machines also, right? But most of the time, frequently you go with the exploitation stage only. So that is the impact of the epsilon value in this greedy algorithm, epsilon greedy algorithm. So this is the greedy, and coming to the modified greedy, we will discuss now. In case of the modified greedy algorithm, what we are doing, the modified greedy algorithm is almost same. Assume epsilon value a small 0.2 and randomly generate a value 0.1. Now check if your random generated value less than your epsilon. If it is S, go for the exploration. Exploration means in the greedy, we will explore all the machines, including the machine which gives the highest return. But whereas in the case of the modified greedy algorithm, so we have to exclude the highest return machine and include A, B, C in the machines list, and you try with among any of these three. Don't include D here. So exclude the highest rated machine and explore the remaining three machines. So that only change in case of the modified greedy. So if it is no, that means if your R value is greater than epsilon, then it is called as the exploitation. So exploitation means it is same as your previous case. The machine which gives the highest return, we play with that machine. So this is the only change between your epsilon greedy and modified epsilon greedy. In epsilon greedy, during the exploration phase, we include all the machines available in the casino. All the machines available, including the highest reward machine also. But in the modified greedy, we include only machines. We include all the machines except the machine which gives the rewards. We try with some other machines. Now I don't want to go for the even randomly also. I don't want to go with the machine which gives the highest return in the previous experience, previous knowledge. I want to try with the other machines which was covered rarely till now, till that experiment. So in this list we don't include the highest reward machine, but exploitation both are same. In the exploitation or here exploitation, we play with the machine which gives the highest returns. So hope you understand the difference between the greedy and modified greedy algorithm, and we will discuss next lecture. We will discuss about the Python implementation of the greedy algorithm. Okay. So until then, bye. Thank you.